But what if he dies? What if turn on the screen? But what if he dies? I'm left without any friends then. What do I do then? Am I supposed to spend the rest of my days portraying my absolute whole self to a grave with the means of flowers or poetry or whatever the heck that is? Am I supposed to keep on doing it for the rest of my life? No. Which means I have to find more than one best friend. As I realize this now, this isn't right. Even the intent that I spent the last 4 hours rationalizing, as I realize right now, is absolutely flawed. Because it's one for survival. Yes, if he died, I would be hurt. I would feel awful. But you know what? So should anyone else when their best friend dies. Am I really so scared of that? Am I really so scared of being left alone again? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And, well, it's not really like, I'm not going to be honest here, it makes me a bit desperate. With Matthew, I begin to wonder if I should just live with him, you know? No, that's ridiculous. I already have people here who love me. And I just spent today with Thanksgiving with my grandparents, and I felt something warm and nostalgic. And I realized that, you know what, even if they don't understand me, it's fine, because they have my best interests at heart. Interests that I'm aware of and know and agree with. Even if they're judgmental, even if they don't just, well, even if they're rotten people by the standards I've come up with. They're here for me. And you know what? I'd be a rotten person by other people's standards. That doesn't make any sense. Why did I just say that doesn't make any sense? Of course, if I'm rotten by their standards, of course. But I have my own standards, of course, which I hold the world to, but I can't do that because I have to consider the people. This is going to lead me to another sort of train. A morass of thought, a marsh of questioning, but I do not allow this to be. What I will do now. Forgive me. It appears I must once again perform small tests to see exactly what on earth is going on here. And so it shall be. Forgive me. Dark again. Oh, imagine on that note. Dark again. Oh, am I supposed to, like, the inside of your mind is dark? I mean, honestly, that's the most cheesy thing I've ever encountered in my life. I mean, how the heck are you supposed to go around expecting things like this to, you know, influence people? Not, of course, I'm not expecting to influence people. This is the way I put my thoughts to words, and words to be reviewed later on. Because apparently I can't type anymore, or at least it's difficult to. Carpal tunnel. I wish this had a more climactic ending. Not this song, at least. No, not the song. I don't even know how this is going to turn out, or I know what I'm seeing right now. But as I look back on the people that I've crushed, the personalities that have fallen before me, I learned nothing. It was a limit that was reached. It was some expansion of the self, and the rest were crushed underneath me. And this is all that happened. There was no learning how to give value to others. There was no life lesson to be had. It was quick, most likely painful, unintentional, and permanent. And yet the mind that I created them to live in, the mind that they agreed with, this would never have happened. There would have been some closing remark, there would have been some statement to be made. The colors that they produced would have stayed there. I wouldn't have absorbed them, sucked them like some sort of straw. They would have just it would have been different, you see? You can't just expect things like that to happen. The way that I think ideals and reality entwined such as that. It can't be. That ideal's infiltrated, but... Oh, goodness sakes. It seems that for everything I just solve, so many more questions are raised. So many more things emerge, and so many other things just I've forgotten and emerge so many years later, so many days later, in the midst of when I'm not even doing anything, and I feel awful. But I can't expect that to be that way for everything. I had a good time with Matthew. I had a very good time with him, and I want that again. I want to teach, and I want to make people happy. And you know what? I'm going to be seeing my friends, my online friends, quite soon, actually. I have a pretty good voice acting. I have weird noises to make. I have wayward vagabonds to recreate. So many of them. But as I've learned, it does make a difference. And I steel myself now. I steel myself in preparation of the unlimited joy that awaits me. I voice act. I write. I try to critique art. And I give myself once more. And the consequences will come as they may. I am no longer afraid of myself getting in the way of others. Because a simple no is enough to send me flying. Flying of my own free will to some other friend that may exist, that does exist, that inevitably exists. I am never lacking for social contact. Yet, does this permanent availability lessen its impact for me? Certainly, I begin to wonder if my forgetting is just another way of some intent getting in the way. And if I always have it, why would it be important to me? It's the same thing as getting tired with a video game after playing it for so many years. Even if this one does come with unlimited map packs, endlessly reconfiguring dungeons, the system itself will inevitably catch me, or I'll just catch it, throw it away, get tired of it, ask for a new one. And is that why I've been doing such awful things? Is that why I've been paying through the nose for things that I would look back on and think are awful, but at the time would think are perfect? Is that why I've been changing so frequently? It's all these meters running up against each other, finishing, and inevitably causing something else to replace them. And as that happens, I inevitably am replaced and changed and replaced with something that